What's up guys, this is Avenger here, and today I got a really informative video. It has to do with the new update on Fortnite, version 1.29 or version 1.9. And in this video I'm going to be going over the patch notes. I know I'm like a day late with this, so I'm sorry about that. I couldn't do it yesterday, the day that it was released. But here are the patch notes for 1.29. So, the first thing that I guess they sort of changed is the launch pads. They've changed them so that now when you deploy it and then you use it, you can use your glider right after. So, the thing about it is that it cannot be picked up and it can be destroyed like any other trap. And it can also be used by any player. And it has unlimited uses. So, it's pretty cool that they have something like this, and so you can get from place to place much faster. But the only downside is that you become a very, very easy target. So that's just something to think about when you do end up using it. And that's pretty much it for the launch pad. Let's see. For the weapons under Battle Royale, they've let's see, the default controller sensitivity settings have been adjusted. In previous updates, scope sensitivity was too slow even at the highest setting. This has been improved in version 1.9 to allow for a wider sensitivity range. Controller sensitivity settings have now been adjusted to range from 1 through 10 instead of 0.0 through 1.0. Sensitivities may feel different with this update as much as the developers didn't want to change our preferred settings. They said that it was necessary in order to improve the scope sensitivity issue that many players reported that they were having trouble with. So, a new resets default option has been added to the game menu. Firing, jumping, reloading will no longer cancel targeting mode. So, I don't know, I tried ADSing while I jumped and it still cancels the ADS, which I'm assuming targeting mode means you're aiming down sights. So I don't know why that, maybe that's not what they mean by it, but that's just what I noticed from it. Under gameplay, they're introducing a per playlist loot, duo playlist, medium ammo stack increase from 10 to 14, squad playlist, medium ammo stack increase from 10 to 18. This adjustment only applies to ammo found in ammo cans, treasure chests, and supply drops, and eventually it will be increased to floor loot as well. The movement speed is reduced by 20% when swinging a harvest tool. It's only when you are using the harvest tool, not when you're just holding it, just running with it. It's now possible to build in many grass-covered areas that previously would not allow it. Players can now build inside of shallow bodies of water such as Loot Lake. Consumables will now appropriately fill to max item limit when picking up stacks of the same item. So what they mean by that is that if you have 5 bandages, and since the cap on the bandages is 15, you will just pick up, to the max of 15. So you don't like switch out between, like let's say there's 7 on the ground, you have 5. It'll go to 12 instead of switching between 5 and 7, which I know is very annoying. And supply drop health has been tweaked to reduce screen clutter. For bug fixes under gameplay, players who are in the down but not out state, meaning that they're just down, that's a much easier way to put it, they pick up resources and ammo automatically. Fixed an issue which caused a down but not out player to be eliminated if other teammate leaves the match even though another teammate is still alive. You can no longer revive down but not out players through closed doors. Fix a bug which caused all hit effects to appear on the central point of a player. You can now open and close while in build mode. Players will no longer switch building pieces if they change material while targeting a structure, which this is under the Combat Pro controller configuration. You will no longer automatically pick up resources if you have reached the 999 resources cap. Damage numbers no longer overlap when damaging an enemy with a sniper rifle. And clarified messaging notification that appears when a player is unable to loot during the reload animation. So, performance, which this is the last section I'm going to go over because there's a ton of patch notes, and I'm just going to leave them in the description so you can read the rest of them. So, for performance, loading times have been improved. Optimized visibility checks for objects to improve overall frame rate. Improved performance when rendering shadows. Reduced lag spikes caused by server hitches. Reduced in-game hitches by preloading additional assets in the matchmaking lobby instead of mid-match. And fixed an issue that could cause the server to stall temporarily, resulting in rubber banding. So, that is pretty much it for the patch notes for version 1.29. I also saw in as soon as I got into the game under news that they might be adding a new SMG. It's a silenced SMG, so that might be a really cool thing to look out for. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys. I will make sure to leave the patch notes in the description, and I will see you guys in another video. Thanks for watching.